We're still waiting on much anticipated news on NHL 22, and at this point, we should be closing in on an announcement trailer. Last year, NHL 21 came out on October 16th, and the reveal trailer was shown off on August 24th. So while we're at it, let's look ahead to the things that we want to see in the upcoming edition of Chel. We know that the fans of the series have a lot of asks, so who better to survey than our resident Chellers, Corwin and DZ? Take it away, boys.
What do I want to see in NHL 22? We talked about it last year. I want them to include that whole kind of like My Park thing like they have in 2K. That would be really sweet if they could combine that with like the Worlds of Chel. That would be amazing. And then obviously I think like update franchise mode and a bunch of the animations for that. And I feel like that's selfish because I just want to do franchise mode videos. And then if they update it, then more people will enjoy that. So selfishly, that's mine.
You know, I've been real close to this game, almost as close as I am to this camera. And I feel like all I've been asking for and what I want to see in the next game has been a new game engine. And I know that's a lot, actually. It's not a small thing to ask for, but considering just about every other sports game around NHL has done that in the last, 5, 6+ years that they haven't done it in the NHL series, I don't know. It needs to be shaken up a little bit. Players feel too similar. The graphics look way too similar, very cartoonish, and it's just kind of falling behind. And I think a lot of that has to do with not having a new game engine. Oh, and last thing I'm really hoping to see in NHL 22, for God's sake, change the name of your Hockey Insider in career mode. Bare minimum, please.
Okay, so in Toronto, sports fans are pretty accustomed to heartbreak, especially when it comes to the Toronto Maple Leafs, obviously. And turns out, hey, it holds true in the esports space too. Toronto is represented in the Call of Duty League by the Ultra. And in the Stage 5 Major, the Ultra got all the way to the grand final. Not only that, but they had a 4-0 map lead, and they needed just one more win to lock up the final. And on that note, cue the downfall.
Nobody in the decade-long history books for Call of Duty esports has been in an 0-4 hole and come back to win. Time is dwindling. There's the angle. Kleenex wins one. Attack finishes it. And it is done. The greatest comeback in the history of Call of Duty esports. It's the Minnesota Massacre.
That's right, the Toronto Ultra would drop the next 5 maps to devastatingly lose the final to the Minnesota Rocker. Now they really are the true North Strong and Free. That really bothers me. Now, in defense of the Ultra, the team has consistently been one of the best teams in the league, and that includes a win in the Stage 2 Major. Yeah, that's right, they've won something, and much to many critics' surprise. So kudos to them for overall crushing it in the Call of Duty League. And although the Stage 5 Major slipped through their fingers, there's still another big tournament to look forward to. Another week, another batch of Halo Infinite news. The game's technical preview is over, but we've now seen all kinds of clips showcasing what we can expect from Halo Infinite's multiplayer. And some big names in gaming, like Courage, have shared their thoughts on the new Halo.
1, music's great. 2, I like the customization that there is. Something felt off about the sniping. Like when you're scoped in, it feels a little bit weird. The plasma grenades look a little bit underwhelming. BR sounds and looks great. The sniper sounds and looks great. That new Impaler weapon looks awesome. I like that there's a weapon range where you can test things. I like the new intro screen. Excited to see how they build out the battle pass. A lot of the things that I'm looking at and seeing from taking from other games and adding in looks good so far. But we'll see how PvP plays.
And although Dr. Disrespect has yet to get his hands on the game, he also has some concerns about Halo Infinite. Duck also went on to express that he believes that Infinite should have a Battle Royale mode.
I think at this point they need a BR. I'll just go ahead and say it. They need the Battle Royale. They do. I feel like they need it.
Something which Courage has expressed in the past and got some backlash for. Although there was some criticism for the technical preview, don't fret. There was also a ton of praise for it. Remember, there's no hard release date, but it's planned to be available this holiday season. Some people love zombie games, and others think they're overdone. But regardless of whether you're a fan or not, there's no denying the greatness of the Left 4 Dead series. The original Left 4 Dead game came out in 2008, with its much-beloved sequel Left 4 Dead 2 coming out a year later. Despite being over a decade old, Left 4 Dead 2 is still regularly purchased and played to this date. The co-op play and the options for insane difficulty make it a high-intensity game to play with your pals, and clearly it's a game that now has transcended decades. However, Left 4 Dead 2 might be hit pretty hard by the release of its spiritual successor. Back 4 Blood is the new upcoming game from the creators of the Left 4 Dead series, and the open beta is currently underway. The full game doesn't come out until October, but we're already seeing a lot of praise for this zombie killing game. The Left 4 Dead series was well overdue for a sequel, but the success of its second title probably made that less of a priority. It's not the only game series to take their time with a sequel. GTA 5 came out in 2013, and we're still waiting on the next one. And Dead Space 4 is now on the way, 8 years after Dead Space 3. If you're a Left 4 Dead or even COD Zombies fanatic, go try Back 4 Blood. Okay, that's it. See you next week.